Today we're changing the brake pads on an Isuzu NPR. This is a 2016 model. Now, before I say anything else, your driver's side has the opposite threads, so to take it off you have to turn it to the right. These are 41mm lug nuts or 1 5/8, and make sure you have the right size, and make sure you have a torch, map gas, or a really big impact. The problem with this is, since you have to turn it right to take it off, a lot of impacts are set to only have a lot of break-off torque when taking it off the left way. So for example, I got a Milwaukee with 1,400 foot-pounds of breakaway. When it takes it right, it can only do it maybe to 800 or 1,000, maybe a bit more. But you also lose a lot of torque when you have such a big socket with a 1-inch drive, whereas my impact's 1/2 inch. So definitely bring a really long breaker bar. We have about 4 feet, and it still takes both of us stepping on the very end and using this to pull our bodies down to even break one loose. So once we break all these loose, the other side is lefty-loosey, as any car is, but your driver's side is the opposite. Once we get that done, we'll go back to how to take the calipers off and what to do. Mucho más. Momento. Metallica. Okay. Yeah. Aquí más. Más fuego. Lubricante. Get it hot so when you spray the lubricant, the heat pulls it inside the threads. You definitely got to heat these up. Our Milwaukee 1,400 foot-pounds won't even touch this. These are 41mm. They've been on there for quite a while. Okay, otra. Make sure to heat the nut, not the bolt, not the stud, just the nut. You want the nut to expand as much as you can get it, and the lug bolt to stay the same, the stud. Okay.
This is?
See. Uno más?
Sí.
Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. Once you got them broke loose, you can jack your vehicle up and continuously take them off. You can see how hard these are to take off with a 7-foot breaker bar. Make sure you have an extra ratchet because you'll probably end up breaking one. And use 1 inch, nothing smaller than 1 inch, or you'll probably break it all. Just be very careful and use a lot of map gas. This is your best friend, and some lubricant. Hope this video helped you get your wheels off if you're stranded. Thank you. Alright, so once you got your wheel off, what you'll do is you'll turn, or work on the passenger side, so you'll turn your wheels all the way to the left. And I'll show you. There's a bolt here, and a bolt up there. And that is a 11/16. And once you got them broken loose, you know, you can just leave it like that. And what you want to do is you want to get a flathead screwdriver or something and pry this caliper in to release your cylinders, your pistons. And once you do that, you can take this off and you won't have to press it in with a C-clamp. It'll be much easier this way. You also want to check your rotor for wear, and you can see the stress marks, how they go outwards. It's just how these end up wearing out. See, stress marks always out. We'll leave this rotor on this time, but as you can see, the brake pads are completely shot. So if you let your brake pads get too shot and use it for a long time, it's going to destroy these rotors. And these are pretty damaged, but we're going to leave them on for a little bit longer and just use them as they are. Alright guys, so we went ahead and pried the pistons into the caliper, and we got the new brake pads on. This is pretty much identical to any normal car that has hydraulic brakes. Make sure you grease the brake pads, and make sure to have these bolts decently tight. You know, don't leave them loose at all. And if you're doing your rotors, what you got to do, you got to take this bracket off, and you got a 41-inch lock nut in here. You have to take that lock nut all the way off, and then you have your ABS sensor. There's a ring pressed on it that you have to take off. Once you're down in it, it's pretty self-explanatory, and I'll show you guys how to do the rotors on another video in the future. I'll show you what the old pads look like, so you can make sure you have the right ones. You can see these are absolutely gone. And I also have a video coming up on how to change your fuel filters, and this is very important you do this, and you should do it every 15,000 miles or every 10,000 miles when you change your oil. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't super explanatory, but it's like -5 degrees out here today, so we're going to try to get this stuff done and get home.